Hello, boys and girls. My name is Miss Paula, and I'm here to do story time from South Royalton Library in the state of Vermont. We've got a good book today. Maybe you've heard it before. It's been around for a while, but I haven't heard it in a long time. And the name of the book is It's Mine by Leo Lionni. Have you ever said that? It's mine. Well, this isn't about people, this is about frogs. But let's see what they have to say. In the middle of Rainbow Pond, a pond is a small bit of water, there was a small island. An island is a bit of dirt and growing things in the middle of the pond. Smooth pebbles lined its beaches, and it was covered with ferns and leafy weeds. It's very pretty. There you can see the pond in the background. On the island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs named Milton, Rupert, and Lydia. They quarreled and quibbled from dawn to dusk. Do you know what quarrel means? Another word for quarrel. Fighting together. From dawn till dusk. Dawn means morning, dusk means evening. Stay out of the pond, yelled Milton. The water is mine. Get off the island, shouted Rupert. The earth is mine. Oh, look, that's sad. The air is mine, screamed Lydia as she leaped to catch a butterfly. And so it went. Every day, I guess. One day, a large toad appeared before them. I live on the other side of the island, he said. But I can hear you shouting, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, all day long. There is no peace because of your endless bickering. Bickering means arguing. You can't go on like this. And with that, the toad slowly turned around and hopped away through the weeds. No sooner had he left then Milton ran off with a large worm. The others hopped after him. Worms are for everybody, they cried. But Milton croaked defiantly, not this worm, it's mine. Suddenly, the sky got dark, and a rumble of thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air, and the water turned to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as the water came up higher and higher. The frogs were scared. Desperately, they clung to the few little slippery stones that were still above the wild, dark water. But soon, these too began to disappear. The water's getting higher and higher. Not good. There was only one rock left, and there the frogs huddled. That means they're all close up together, trembling from cold and fright. But they felt better now that they were together, sharing the same fears and hopes. Little by little, the rain stopped, the flood subsided, and then it stopped for the rest of the time. You know how rain will stop for a little while and then come back? Then it just stopped completely. But look, the large rock that had saved them was no rock at all. You saved us, shouted the frogs when they recognized the toad. Let's see. There he is. There's his back. But of course, he was underwater. They didn't know they were sitting on the toad. The next morning, the water had cleared. Sun rays chased the silver minnows on the sandy bottom of the pond. Joyfully, the frogs jumped in, and side by side, they swam all around the island. Together, they leaped after the swarms of butterflies that filled the air. And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way they had never felt before. Isn't it peaceful, said Milton. And isn't it beautiful, said Rupert. And do you know what else, said Lydia. Know what, the others asked. It's ours, she said. And remember, the name of the book is It's Mine. They always were arguing and wanting to keep things for themselves, and now it's ours. It's a good book. It's a good idea to think about sharing. A lot of times people argue and argue and argue about things that they don't have to argue about. They could talk about them and work together. That was a good book. It's ours, not mine. Well, boys and girls, it's time to say goodbye. But we'll be back again. So, until then, it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, boys and girls.